are you?
I'm well. How are you? I see you got your suit on.
I'm ready for the vaults, baby. I'm
I
ready for the
love
end of
it.
the world.
I love it.
Um, I gotta say, man, this has been just a fun series to watch. It's been one of the best video game adaptations put to screen. And Norm's character and the way that you play him, oh my God, it's a journey, and it's a brilliant and epic and wonderful journey. And well done. Congratulations, honestly.
I appreciate that.
Apropos of that, I mean, like just seeing, a week ago, people weren't sure what to expect from the series, and now a week later, now that it's debuted, the response has just been insanely positive, insanely like brilliant. The views have been like huge. I mean, how do you take all that? How does that feel for you? And I mean, like, does that feel weird or anything? I mean, like, how are you thinking about all this right now?
It's special, man. It's really special. I've definitely been a part of things, adaptations, let's say Ender's Game, where you have an expectation and maybe um things you can't plan for these things. So I think that experience and many others have allowed me to sort of try to keep a sort of stay right here, stay ready for anything. But it really is exciting to be reading things and being sent things and seeing that people are sort of excited. That's really it. That they're excited, that they're telling their friends that that they played the game and they're seeing it on the screen. And yes, it is an original story, but it is the attention to detail is incredibly accurate and fun and gory and funny. So it's special to hear that.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that everyone seems to love it as much as I do, because it's really a perfect adaptation, as perfect as you can get of this world. Um, as far as Norm's character goes, I was blown away because the first episode, we start with him and Lucy, and she's kind of leading him into like a little bomb shelter to protect him. He's sort of sheltered as it were. But then we see him grow throughout the span of this entire season to the very end, which is incredibly shocking. When you read a character like this and when you learn about him, what's going through your head, and how does all of that kind of prepare you for how you're going to interpret this character with probably the best character arc this season?
Wow. Thank you, brother. I think I don't know that many people know, but like I didn't get like in the 10 months or so, I didn't read what was happening from A to B. I was discovering this throughout those months and discovering it as we are the audience watching, which I think also is important and the reason why Norm has the growth that he has. Um, it's amazing to you know start on this first episode. He thinks that he is incredibly intelligent or whatever, but when your world comes crashing down, how do you respond? And I was gonna say Ella and Lucy obviously has that fire in her, that something in her that just goes um you know to survive, to defend, to takes that leap of faith. And Norm maybe just needed that feeling of failure to then realize that no, you have instincts and you need to follow those instincts.
And where he leaves off, honestly, just gets me so excited to see what happens, because like everything that's happening in the vaults is just as compelling as what's happening in the real world. If I could ask one final question of you, and I ask this for everyone, in the event of the end of the world, nuclear apocalypse, what should you prioritize? What's the one thing you should prioritize?
Besides a living quarter, uh, I would say food and water. I would say food and water. I mean,
Yep.
weapons are up there, but you can't survive if you yeah, yeah, you need those two.
Food and water, I agree. Moises, congratulations. This was amazing, and I can't wait to see what happens to Norm season two.
I appreciate it.
Have a
Yeah.
good one, pal. All right.
All right then.
Directors, comments and the lectures, fanboys, professional artists and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life, comics, movies, and TV. Yeah, pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.